What's going on, guys? Sam Adams here, and this is not going to be my customary kind of video. As you saw by the title, this is actually an entire day in my life. It's a day in the life #1, and I'll probably do more of these as time goes on. We'll see how this one takes, but it's pretty much where I pick up a camera at the beginning of the day and I record everything until the very end of the day whenever everything is winding down, and you pretty much just see what I go through on your standard day-to-day basis. And I thought that it was pretty interesting, and this is mainly to promote the In Real Life channel, which is getting a big, huge reboot, kind of like this one did a couple of weeks ago. So I will link that down below. I'll put a card right here or something along those lines. Somewhere on the screen you can click on that and it will take you over there and you can give that a subscription. But without further ado, let's go ahead and check out a day in the life on May 4th, 2016. What's going on, guys? Sam Adams here, and this is a vlog, and I haven't done one in quite a while, which is something that I said that I was going to be doing whenever I hit, I believe it was 400 subscribers, was the 400 subscriber special on the other channel. I created this vlogging channel, and I didn't really do that much with it. I think I uploaded 37 videos, and then I got caught up in the turbulence of college and life and whatnot, and I'm still kind of caught up in it now. However, as you guys know, if you watch the other channel, if you watch this channel, I do tend to make content that is influenced by what I'm watching on YouTube or what I'm watching on Netflix or anything that I'm being entertained by at that current time. And so recently I've been watching a lot of day in the life videos, I've been watching a lot of vlog videos, just kind of keeping up with people's lives. And oh, you can check me out over there, look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, you can, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I've been watching a lot of day in the life videos, vlog videos, mainly by the people that I watched back in the day on YouTube whenever I first started watching content on YouTube. I'm talking about Jordy Jordan, I'm talking about Woody's Gamertag, I'm talking about, you know, a couple of other people here and there that just do interesting things. And it's not that the things they do are absolutely incredible or breathtaking or something that should actually be documented by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that I enjoy seeing what they're doing in their lives. And not that people are going to enjoy seeing what I do, but at the very least, it's going to be interesting for me in, say, 10 or 20 years to go back and look and see exactly what I was doing on this day. Because a thing that a lot of people fail to realize is that whether you are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever stretch of life you might be running right now, you are not going to be there again. And many times you forget what you've done during these times, and it just all kind of blends together, and you don't really take time to go back and look and appreciate all the stuff you've accomplished. And I know that I do that, and I'm sure that a lot of you do that. And at least I want to start doing these vlogging things. Not that I'm going to do them every day, not that I'm going to do them every single week, but I still feel like I want to at least kind of document what's going on around me in my own personal life, because it's going to be valuable to me. So, with that being said, I'm kind of rebranding the In Real Life channel. I'm just going to retitle it something else. I haven't really planned it all out yet, but I am going to redo the banner, and I ordered a GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver last night. I got it certified refurbished. I ordered it at 11:45, and I got free one-day shipping on it, which Amazon is blowing my mind away with these free one-day shipping things. I have no idea where that's going to go in the future, but I'm really excited to see what happens. And then I broke out the good old selfie stick yet again, so we can start doing this kind of thing. So I'm going to be doing like I was thinking about doing like a running time lapse. Since I do go running so much, I bought a head strap thing that I'm going to cover up with the hat because I don't want to look like a goober running around downtown, and I feel like that's going to be pretty cool. And then I'm going to be doing just stuff like this where I talk and just kind of give my thoughts on some things. And whatever I really want to put on this channel, I'm not going to start up any series right off the bat. I'm not going to do anything that's extremely impressive right off the bat, and I might even incorporate it into the main channel some. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing with it, but overall I'm going to compile this video with a couple of other things that happened throughout the day. We might do a GoPro Hero test, and I also have a pretty intense study session for an exam that I have tomorrow that is coming up. Yeah, there is a huge exam tomorrow, and if you guys have been keeping up with this channel for some reason, if any of you guys have been keeping up with this channel, I am terrible at math. math, and that's something that we've established from a very early standpoint, and I still suck at it. And I've been in statistics since January, and I am not good at it whatsoever. And so I've been really stressing out about this final exam because I'm like right on the teetering edge of passing this class, and if I actually pass this class, I never have to take any kind of math ever again. So I've been, number one, kissing up to the professor, as you do, and number two, I've been trying really hard to read through this entire book. Starting last night at about 6:30, I started reading through this entire math book, taking notes on every single section, learning all these formulas, even though we have a formula sheet. I'm trying my very freaking best to get an A in this class and keep up with everything else. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that. I'll make a video today. I'm going to be redoing the banner for the In Real Life channel and all that good stuff. So it's going to be a pretty interesting day. Yeah. Alright, so it is now 9:32, and I have officially been working on this thing since I got up this morning at, I believe, 6:30, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I have been doing here. Alright, so right here, this page is where I began at, and it's pretty much starting with chapter 1, and I'm going through, I'm taking notes on literally every single thing that we have done throughout the entirety of the course. And this is all over the course of the past, I would say, 12 hours, mind you, looking at the clock. But like, I've done all of this stuff, I've drawn all of these graphs, I'm trying my freaking best to get it. Because like I said, and this is, you can see right here, I'm on chapter 9 now, I believe, and we only got to chapter 10. So I only have to do one more chapter, basically. But the thing with it is, sorry for the bad camera work here, I'm trying to adjust everything, but the thing of it is, I just want to be freaking done with it because my major doesn't really have anything to do with math. I'm a communications guy with a minor in journalism, and yes, I'm going to use math here and there, not only to pay bills and do things, you know, that I would normally do, but also with my job. Statistics is going to be a small part of it, but for the majority of the time, there are going to be other interns. My phone just went off. There are going to be other interns that do that kind of thing for me, and then I write about it. And I know that I'm going to have to use it at some point, but I feel like I don't have to know it this in depth. The standard person doesn't really need to know this, but I understand that it's part of what, you know, you do in college, so I guess I'm just going to have to live with it. But I'm about to, you know, put on a hat, maybe, I don't know, my hair looks alright today. I might just leave a hat off. But I'm going to, you know, socks, deodorant, teeth and hair, and all that good stuff, and get ready for the day. Yeah, so I have to leave here at 10, then my review session is from 11 to 1, and then I should come back here, study for this a little bit more, have some lunch and whatnot. Hopefully by that time the new camera will be here. Alright guys, so we made it to you. I had to put on some sunglasses because I guess the amount of time that I spend like looking at computers or perhaps being indoors or in the shade or inside working, I don't do well with looking at high contrast scenery. So I had to actually put on some sunglasses. But what was amazing to me is, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there are like a ton of empty parking spots around here, and everything back behind here is actually parking where I would normally park back there, and this is all normally full. But the fact is, it's reading day, and so everyone that doesn't have to be here isn't going to be here. And unfortunately, I have to be here for this review session, which is probably about half a mile from here, and it starts in about 30 minutes. So I'm going to see if I can get a cup of coffee on the way there, and then I'm going to go there, do the review session. It ends at 1 o'clock, and then I'm going to be heading back home and like I said, grab a bite to eat and whatnot, and then I'm going to have to figure out what kind of exercise I want to do for the day, because normally there are 3 options for me. Number 1, you can be a lazy ass and not do shit. Number 2, you can go to the gym, which I haven't really been that fond of lately just because it's been so nice outside. And number 3, you can go for a run. So we'll have to see how it goes. I want to get the money that I pay. Like, I want to get my money's worth out of my gym membership, but I swear it's just so nice outside. I don't want to go sit on a bike inside whenever it's not raining or it's not, you know, windy, or it's not, you know, 100 degrees outside. I want to enjoy the spring, so we might go for a run. We'll have to see. But I'm going to go to this class, and then I'll catch you guys afterwards. We'll talk about how it went. So we just finished the entire education tutorial thing that I went to, and the only way I can describe the teacher is that she was a graduate student, and someone's looking at me. There was a graduate student, and she was pretty much just doing it for a little bit extra cash. And ultimately what it was is that she was going over a statistics test from a couple of years ago, and she was going over it step by step. But you know that person in your class where everyone else is shutting up because the teacher hasn't asked about homework yet, and you know that half of you haven't done it, and then she's the one that goes, "So, are we going to collect homework today?" She was that kind of person. So whenever someone would say something, she'd be like, "Hold your question until the end." Whenever anyone would be talking, she would be like, "You need to keep it down to the people trying to pay attention." And she was being kind of bitchy about it all. But ultimately, I think that this helped because it kind of solidified all of the things that I had discovered on my own over the course of reading the entire book over the past 24 hours. So, hopefully I'll be able to pull this one off. I'm getting a phone call right now. But, yeah, I'll see you guys at home because we gotta go pick up the GoPro, so that's exciting. And so I am home, and I have had lunch, and now is time to take a break from doing all this school stuff. Because, quite frankly, I feel like if I do any more to focus on exams and the stress of finals and all of that good stuff, then I'm not going to, like, be able to perform well tomorrow whenever the actual exam comes. So I'm going to study a little bit later tonight, definitely going to study in the morning, but as for right now, I want to focus on some YouTube stuff. I have a video that I need to make today talking about Call of Duty. Although I am sick of talking about Call of Duty, it seems to be what all of the kids are talking about these days, so I need to continue my trend of keeping up with the times. On top of that, I need to redo the Chill in Real Life channel and fix all of that stuff and make it kind of fit the new branding look that I did last week or a couple of weeks ago on the main channel. And I have some stuff like that to do, so we're going to do that. And then I'm going to watch Colin and Greg live, which is probably where I'll catch up with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead, get into work on all this stuff right now, and I will catch you guys in a second. Alright, so we have officially accomplished the video for today. I honestly wasn't sure that I would get one up, but as it turns out I did, and it went very well. There are sometimes when I'm recording something, whenever it just doesn't flow. There is absolutely no flow to it, I don't have a good rhythm to it, and it takes literally 2 hours to make one video. Luckily enough, this Call of Duty one didn't take much research other than looking at a literal Call of Duty video and seeing the statistics of the like and dislike ratio and just kind of commenting on what I thought about that, which is why I love some YouTube videos and why I love making videos in general. But right now I am watching Colin and Greg live. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. You should be able to. One of my favorite talk shows here on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames every single weekday for the most part. You guys should definitely check that out. It's something I try to tune into every day at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, I'm going to finish watching this while I start working on the IRL channel banner and try and figure out exactly how I want to design that and design some thumbnails and stuff. And this is the best part of my day because it's doing what I absolutely love doing, and designing thumbnails and layouts for my channel and things like that. It's just exactly what I love doing, and I'm going to do some more of that. Alright, so I was absolutely freaking out because I was checking the status of the Amazon delivery just to see where my package was, and it said that it was delivered at 3:09. And I went outside, my package was nowhere to be found. I checked under the bushes. I literally rode down the street on my bike to make sure that no one else had my package on their front doorstep because this thing is pretty pricey. You know, it's a GoPro 3 Plus Silver, so it's, you know, it's not the greatest, but it's still worth keeping if you happen to have one on your front porch. And so luckily they just pulled up and they delivered my package. So we're getting ready to crack open this GoPro. Alright, so let's check this thing out, go ahead and get into it. Now, I ordered this last night at 11:30 and it came, and the time right now is, let me find my clock, 3:37 in the afternoon the next day. And that's Amazon Prime, it's their one-day shipping. So I got this, the one-day shipping for free since I spent a certain amount of money. And they packed it fairly well. Alright, so this is the Amazon Basics, sorry so you guys can see this. This is the Amazon Basics GoPro head mount pretty much. And so it's a strap that you would put on your head and put the GoPro in. And we'll go ahead and crack that puppy open. Now this one is about half the price of the one that comes from GoPro. And it looks like it's pretty good fabric. It's got a little bit of stretch to it. It's got some give to it, as you can see. And then that, I suppose, is where you would mount the GoPro, right around, I guess, maybe here? Makes sense? I don't know. We'll see in a minute. But now here is the refurbished GoPro. Now, I did buy refurbished. As you can see, it's not in your standard GoPro packaging. At least I don't think it is. And so we'll go ahead and crack this thing open and see what exactly we got. If I can crack it open, that is. Oh, this might be one of those strange ones. No, there it is. Alright, so it's very nicely packaged, and as you can see, it's pretty new looking, actually, surprisingly enough. Now, this is, of course, not the box that it would normally come in, but it is nice, actually. Surprisingly enough, you know, when you buy refurbished, you never can really tell what the quality is you're going to be getting.
But I've played around with the GoPro before. I've never actually had one of my own. But for the most part, it seems like it's in really good shape. Let's see if you guys can get in on that. I mean, that's not a bad looking camera considering that it's actually used, and I'm very shocked at the weight of these. I've never actually spent a lot of time with one, so it'll be interesting to see what my experiences is after I play around with it for a minute. And I suppose there you've got all your clips and whatnot, and there's your GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver manual, and then you have your charging cable, and then I suppose this is just some mounting stuff and whatnot. But that's about what you get with your certified refurbished GoPro, as well as your helmet mount. So that's about it in the box.
So not that this is ideal by any stretch of the imagination, but for someone that wants to record running vlogs and whatnot, this is pretty much where it is, because with the hat, it doesn't look that noticeable, except for the fact that I have a giant camera on the front of my head, but it's still not that bad as having like terrible hat hair from a camera itself being attached to your head, so I can cover it up with the hat. It's going to have great quality. It's 1080p, 60 frames a second, and we're going to try it out here in just a minute or two whenever I do get ready to go for a run, but I'm pretty excited to see what exactly the quality of this GoPro is, especially as far as audio goes, because I know that this one is fine, but I'm going to have to tinker around with the settings and whatnot and see exactly what the GoPro does have to offer. But as for right now, I'm pretty satisfied. Plus the $8 Amazon headband is not that bad, and it came with everything that I really wanted, so hopefully everything on the certified refurbished GoPro works. It had a 5-star review, so hopefully that won't be a problem or anything. But it was $237 for everything, the entire setup with the GoPro and the as I called it on Twitter, the strap-on. And we'll just have to see how it goes. But hopefully this will give me the quality and the kind of video that I want whenever I'm talking about doing a running video, because I've always wanted to record my runs because it is such a huge part of my life. And if you check out the new channel banner, which should be up by the time this video goes up, you'll see that there is a running guy in it. Because I do run a lot, I do tend to try and at least stay in shape by working out, at least not get terribly obese, and that's kind of what I do. So I wanted to incorporate that into the new video, and I think this is the way to do it. Alright, so everything is going fairly well with the GoPro. I still haven't cleaned up the boxes and whatnot. That all is still there. However, the GoPro, I believe you guys can see it, is right down there charging. So we have that going. I downloaded the app on my phone, and I pretty much have it connected where it will automatically connect to my camera whenever I go through the app. I labeled it, or I named it BB8, just since it's May the 4th, might as well whenever I'm making this video. And yeah, so that's the name of my GoPro. And it appears that it connects through a Wi-Fi connectivity instead of Bluetooth. That was an interesting choice, but you know, whatever. It's going to be really cool to be able to see what I'm looking at whenever I am using the camera, so I can better line up shots and stuff whenever I go running and all that good stuff. So it looks like all of that is on the up and up. I have to download an update for the Hero 3 Plus Silver, but at least it does connect, because I am still worried that there is something wrong with it since it is certified refurbished. You know, even though it's certified, there's still that chance that it might not be exactly working. So hopefully everything goes well with that. So far, very pleased with it. It's a little bit confusing whenever you're looking at it because it's a very minimal design. You know, it's a waterproof camera. It's supposed to be an action cam. So there are literally on the thing 3 buttons. There's a power button, there's a Wi-Fi on and off button, and then there's the recording button. And so I'm going to have to kind of, you know, play around with it, figure out exactly what settings I want to use. I'm trying to decide if I want to do 960 at 60 frames a second or 1080 at 60 frames per second, because I'm using a 16 gigabyte SD card, which is plenty of memory. However, at the same time, it'll be able to record a lot more if I am able to use 960. I just don't know what the resolution difference is in that. Obviously, I understand what the resolution difference is, but in how does it look? You know, is it going to really disrupt the flow of a vlog or disrupt the flow of a running video or anything like that? I want to try out all that and do a couple of comparisons. I'm going to look up some stuff on YouTube, see exactly what that end product does look like, and it's 4:16 p.m., meaning that it's about time to crack open this puppy yet again. But At least the headband works, that's good. I have the mount on the headband, which is where I'm primarily going to be using it at, because I feel like this is a pretty good vlogging camera for doing everyday activities and everyday vlogging things and whatnot, but I might use the GoPro every now and again. I'm probably going to invest in some kind of external microphone for it at some point. I'm not going to dish out that money right now, since I did just drop, a pretty substantial amount of money for a college kid on the GoPro itself. So that'll probably come in the next weeks or two or a month. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but for the most part, I'm going to be sticking to this puppy right here, and then using the GoPro back there for running and doing things outside and other things like that, where this one just simply isn't, the camera that makes sense. Alright, so I finished doing the thumbnail for the new vlog channel, and I think we can zoom in on that a little bit. But this is what it's going to look like from now on. Obviously that is backwards, but it's going to be able to track pretty much what I'm doing throughout the day, and I don't think I've seen anyone else that has this style of thumbnail, and plus I have my own kind of font that I've been using to brand everything, so I think that looks pretty good. And of course I'm watching another YouTuber by the name of Woody's Gamertag. He does day in the life videos, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my vlogging here, but I feel like that is a pretty solid setup. And of course the GoPro is still charging down here, which is taking an extremely long time. But besides that, I accidentally erased the master file for my channel art for the main channel, because I was using that art as a basis for the new channel art. And so what ended up happening is that I actually made my YouTube profile picture for the vlogging channel through that same template, and I ended up accidentally overwriting it. So it's not that big of a deal, because I can just kind of take what I had before, I can download that one, and I can remake the file if I ever need to. Like my art is still out there, and I can download the original final product, and I can just kind of copy over that. So it's not that big of a deal, but it's just kind of a nuisance where it's like you really shouldn't have done that, because now it's going to come back and bite me in the long run, but that's okay. Overall, it's been a very productive day as far as video editing and channel stuff goes, especially since it's in the midst of a stressful exam stuff and whatnot. So I'm going to let this thing finish charging. I'm going to go find something to drink, maybe some water or something like that, but I'm just really thirsty right now. And yeah, so people should be starting to come home soon. Dad, Mom, all that good stuff. And then I should be able to go for a run since traffic's dying down. And hopefully by that time the GoPro will be charged and we can go ahead. And the next thing you should see is probably going to be me going on a run, which would be pretty cool if I could get that working. I'm going to use the GoPro app to try and figure out exactly where I need to position it on my head to get the best possible appearance, I suppose is the best way to put it. But that should be some pretty fun stuff. Looking forward to it. Alright, so Mom and Dad finally got home, and she went and she had some doctor's appointments things today, and now she's cutting up some lettuce, because that's what I normally thrive off of, isn't that right?
That's right.
Pretty much thriving off lettuce.
Yep.
But, so with the GoPro thing...
Wait.
Yeah?
That's right.
Alright. But, so, as you just saw with the GoPro footage, it's a little bit wobbly, and I wasn't satisfied with it. So what just happened is that I went on Amazon, and I found the official GoPro strap for the chest strap, because, you know, the chest is pretty much the center of gravity. Whenever I go running, the chest doesn't move as much as my head does, because the head bobs back and forth. So, to fix the problem that we just saw with that video, I bought a chest strap. What are you doing over there? Okay. I bought it, that's because you got all those things chopped off today, isn't it? But, but I bought a chest strap, and it was $4.29, and it was an add-on item. And so, in order to get it shipped for free, I have to include it with an order of $25 or more. So, I wanted some more GoPro stuff, so I found a Sony omnidirectional mic for $18, and then I tacked onto that the GoPro external mic adapter. So all in all, I went from spending $4.29 to get a chest strap that will stabilize my runs better, to spending $36 and some change on some stuff that I really didn't need, but the microphone is really cool. It's pretty much a lavalier, and you can clap you can clap it right here on your shirt, but you can clip it on your shirt, and it's kind of like a preacher's mic, if you guys know what that is. What a preacher would use, you know, right here, and it picks up sound from both sides, so that's a pretty cool thing, and that's coming on Friday. So I'm excited about that, and we'll have to see how that goes. We'll definitely do a mic test on that day, but for the rest of the night, I'm going to probably just try and keep my mind focused on doing good in this math class, while also trying to maintain somewhat of a relaxed kind of atmosphere to not get stressed about this. What'd you buy, Mom? You bought this stuff?
Yeah.
Mom bought this stuff. And she said that it's supposed to help. It's Bliss Reduced Stress. It is white raspberry flavored.
Read the back up.
Yeah, let's read the back of it. It's 35 calories though. We'll go ahead and say that. I'm not big on drinking my calories, but 35 is not that much. So, Neuro Bliss helps reduce stress and enhance mood, provides focused concentration. Neuro Bliss helps you find your happy place in the middle of day or night. The combination of chamomile and L-theanine works with the body's natural chemistry to help you relax and feel good, and really, what's wrong about feeling good? I don't know, I guess we might give it a shot tomorrow, but she also bought me a pretty sweet Rockstar Recovery thing that I believe is orange flavored, if the color of the can does match up to the flavor of the beverage. Yeah, it's down there. We'll talk about it tomorrow when I actually drink it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so right now we're all cooking dinner and whatnot, and that's part of the day right there. This is probably my favorite. What's your favorite time of day?
Look, green beans. This is like Grandma's green beans.
Pretty good green beans right there. Yeah, we eat healthy around here. But yeah, we'll catch up probably around dinner time. Alright, anyways, we're back, and I think I was recording something, but there's Dad. He's finally got into the day in the life. Got to redo this part of it, but yeah, he's eating croutons, and Mom's over there, and we're a nice, big, happy family. Nice and one big shot right here. Wouldn't have a YouTube channel without these people. I literally wouldn't be here. But there's the dinner for the night. Mom did very well on that. So I guess we're going to all sit down and have a nice meal at this table, which they're all very proud of. Dad, you want to give a background of the table? How it all came to be, the new table?
Well, we started up an antique business, and we were going through our favorite antique store, and we've been in search of the perfect table for our kitchen. Since we have a small family, we were getting rid of the large Thanksgiving type table and upgrading to a more contemporary counter height table with bar stools, and we come across this table right here, and my wife had to have it, so it's a pretty awesome table.
And now you guys know where I get my nice gift of bullshitting. So that about wraps it up, I suppose. That's about all that I am going to be doing today. The rest of the night is going to be spent practicing for this math exam that I have tomorrow, and sipping on this cup of coffee right here, because I feel like I should probably do one more good run through and finish out reading the entire book, just so I feel pretty confident in everything. After going to that review session, I feel like at least I know what to expect, and I made it my way all the way through to a sample exam. So I might try another one of those again, but that's been the day in the life. Number one that I decided would go on the main channel, and there was probably some kind of intro that I threw on the front of this channel. So if you're on the In Real Life channel, thanks for watching. If you're on the main channel, check out more of the vlogs like I mentioned at the beginning that are over there on the IRL channel, which I will link in the description box down below. But I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.